Oh, so these are photos from there. This was actually taken. This is the last sunset while I was there. Probably about a month before I came home. This was the last sunset, so we went out onto the ice shelf, which is pretty much the Ross ice shelf is like the biggest ice shelf in Antarctica, so it's pretty much just frozen ocean. So we went out on that, and for the last sunset, which is pretty cool. Oh, shit. So Adelaide penguins. That's at Discovery Hut, which is a. This was just off the peninsula where I was staying. So that hut is Robert Falcon Scott's hut. He was like a explorer back in like 1902. They built this. This was like built in like the early 1900s, like 1902, around there sometime. That hut, and it's still standing there. You can go actually inside. I went for a tour inside of it, and all their clothes are still there because they actually didn't make it back from the expedition. They were traveling to the South Pole, and then they didn't make it back, so they died on the return trip. And yeah, that was pretty cool. So some of their clothes still there, all the old equipment shit, some of the first people that ever went to Antarctica. There's a couple of little Adelaide penguins hanging out nearby, which is pretty cool. Yo, Daisy. Yo, you too. So that was by that hut. That hut's just down this way. That's just when you walk up onto the peninsula of it. Have you been streaming, Daisy, or no? See, there's that hut there, and this is pretty much taken from where I was staying, my like dorm, and that's like the ocean one morning. Clock in like 5 hours. Oh, nice. Yo, fair. As like a better day, same view, but like a better, nice clearer day. That's like mainland Antarctica over there. We were like on an island. Oh, this is like a bit of a snowstorm came through. It was like real windy. Kick any penguins? No, I did not kick any penguins. Temperatures were like, the coldest we got to was like -50s Celsius, and then most of the time it was around like -20 to -30 Celsius.
Used to be the place where they actually soak the whale.
So that was
Used to be the place.
so those there, that's like from like the night, like when Robert Falcon Scott built this hut in like 1902. That's like that's a dead whale from like way back then. That's obviously because it's so cold, it's still preserved. And there's actually a couple inside as well that they used back then when they were like using them for food and stuff like that. There's a couple still inside that aren't like, that are still sort of preserved, and they're just like slowly rotting, but real pretty out the gate. So cold there, like shit, this doesn't rot. Like, there's the hut there. So that's the same view pretty much there. Some seals sitting out on the ice. So this is like off that peninsula that I was just showing you those other photos. But here now all the Ocean's starting to freeze. So that's all the ocean, but it's all frozen over now. Or starting to freeze over. By the time I left, it was completely frozen over. Like you could walk on it probably if you wanted to. The actual runway that you land on in the planes is actually the ocean, just frozen. So it's really thick. Some seals. Heaps of fucking seals. That's all frozen ocean. It's all ocean. All frozen. There's no polar bears in Antarctica. Polar bears are in the Arctic, the northern. This is the South Pole, not the North Pole. Yeah. All icy. I saw some orcas. I didn't get any photos of orcas, but I did see some orcas, orca whales. I saw seals. I saw emperor penguins, which I got some photos of those as well. Heaps of seals, orcas, skewers, which are like birds that live there. Agatha. No, what the fuck? I never even heard of Agatha. What the fuck is that? Is that like a? Is that fucking? Is that a troll? Is this a troll? This is made. The other frozen. That's when I look how fucking like read my faces from. I went for a walk and I was all my beard was all freezing. See, that's when it started getting colder. See, the snow started coming in. It's under Antarctica. Ah, is this one of those fucking like, one of those fucking, what are the Illuminati, whatever the fuck? How's the last sunset again? This is how we went out to the last sunset. That's so that there is all ocean, but it's all frozen. That's what I'm on right there. That's pretty much where the plane lands. And then over there's the land. So this is all ocean, frozen ocean. That's the land there. It's nice sunset again. Fucking AA. Fucking pyramid. Nah, fucking pyramids, bro. Fucking pyramids there. That was one night. Was that night? Was that in the morning? I think that morning. Yes, this is in the morning when I was going to the gym. For the first first maybe month of the trip, it was like daylight 24/7, and then it started getting a bit darker as we got through the trip more, and then we got down to having like maybe 3-4 hours of light, and the rest of it dark. And then by the time I left, it was practically dark the whole time. Yeah, so this was the day that I left. This is the lightest it got. So it was like it was still see little lights, all shit on. So it was quite dark. That was the lightest it got, and it was only like that for maybe 2 hours max, and then the rest of the time it was just like pitch black. Hey, there's another view. That's the runway and shit. We're waiting for our plane to come pick us up. It's Mount Erebus. That's like an actual active volcano. That's actually smoke coming out of it. It's an active volcano in Antarctica.
You're doing Erebus, steering
It's our plane coming to pick us up before I came back, the Hercules. It just landed. As us walking to go onto the plane. The moon. This was at like... Yo, yeah, so this is when we're walking to go onto the plane to come home. The Hercules there, parked up waiting for us with the back down. There's the moon. This was at about 1 o'clock in the afternoon, by the way. The moon's up. So it was actually like, doesn't look real dark here, but it was actually quite dark. That's probably the lightest it got by the end of the trip. That was fucking loud. Walking onto the plane. That's what I just walked on. Some of the rows. That was on our way back, all cramped up in there, in the back of the Hercules. Fucking cold, heading back home. I mean, not cold, it was fucking cramped. It was actually hot as fuck in there, to be honest, because we had all the kit on too, so we were like hopped in there and they had heaters and shit on us. Fuck, it was so hot. It was like an 8-hour flight. That's overlooking the whole of McMurdo base. That's where we were staying. It was dark. There's like the northern lights and shit. Sorry, not the northern, southern lights. Some emperor penguins coming out of the water. Coming out of the ocean onto the ice shelf. Another little Adelaide penguin. Little ones is skewer. They're kind of like the seagulls of Antarctica. Another little Adelaide penguin. It was like molting. That's the emperor penguins. They were quite far away, so that's why I tried to enhance the image a bit so you could see them better. And it was quite dark when I took the photo, and I was only using my phone, so it was a bit of a mission. But I saw them. Yeah, it was me and I was bulking. Yeah, I've been doing pretty well. So yeah, I've been going pretty hard with my fitness and shit. I was on a fucking I was on full calorie deficit, fucking doing heaps of runs and just heaps of pizza. I'm pretty mean. Peak. It's peak, bro. What you mean? Is he fit as? Wait, why are you laughing at me? Why are you guys laughing? Why are you laughing? That looks good. I don't know. I don't know why he's laughing, bro. You guys are just jealous. What do you mean AI? Well, you guys don't appreciate hard. That's hard work to build a physique like that. Hey, you're getting me muddled with GP, bro. Don't ever put me in that category. So Emperor Penguins. Eating food and food. Yeah, that's pretty much it. But yeah, that's the majority of it. Pretty cool place. Oh, I ain't no fucking. What are you talking about, bro? That ain't no fucking fly, bro. That ain't no fucking fly, boy. What you talking about? Fuck you talking about, boy? But yeah, no, it's fucking pretty sick. It's pretty cool experience. Happy to be home though. I'm fucking happy to be home. I'll tell you that much for free.